And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in on this episode. We have British Town Centers, episode number 30 on GeoGuessr. It's the game by Dad City, one of my favorite maps on GeoGuessr, between 1 and 4 locations in every town and city in Great Britain. This is the longer format game, and this is the one where we'll explore the towns on Wikipedia and learn a little bit more about the towns. If you're from the town, or if you've been to any of these towns, or you know anything historical, fun, let us know in the comments down below. We are going to play this one as a moving, no time limit game, and the play along link for those of you that want to play along will be in the description below. Hope everybody is enjoying their, I guess it would be the end of the weekend when this gets uploaded, Sunday evening. All right, we got candies, we got sandas, truly scrumptious food. That's an interesting word, scrumptious. Food and wine, candies. Another unique thing, I hear a lot of folks say sweets in the UK. We don't really say sweets, we say candy. In the United States, this looks, I'm thinking south, southern part of England. All roots. Let's come over here real quick. The Heritage Triangle. All right, I'm not sure where the Heritage Triangle is, but we're going to find out. The post office, the Dis Beacon Cycle route. They do not accept CDs, DVDs. Oxfam. All right, let's see where this takes us. Around the corner to Barclays Bank. All right, if I've got to move, because I have been doing the no move challenges that we will continue to do for the 4th week this week, Monday through Friday. I kind of go to the road signs for the town. It's actually an interesting little town here, village, but more of a town, I guess. Interesting architecture. Let's get a little more here, see what this says. Buildings, families, and shop fronts. Almost seems like an old town that let's see. Oh, Dis. I thought I saw Dis. That's not. I know where Dis is. I think because I've said this numerous times. There it is, Dis, south of Norwich. On several, I think, of the no move challenges, I've seen this town. Always said, maybe even interesting. What a Dis. A Dis. I always feel like the Dis, to say a Dis is like something negative in actually, like United States. You're dissing that person. I don't know. That's more of like a 90s, early 2000s type of term, I think. All right, Market Hill, I need to focus here. There's the Woody Parish Estate agents, the candies, and looking east to Church. I guess we're right about there. Church Street. That's where we are, 5,000 points in the town of Dis. Rhymes with something else. This town. All right, I guess this is the way we get to it. Wikipedia, Marketown Civil Parish in Electoral Ward in South Norfolk, England. The population is well, look at that. It grew from 7,000 to 10,714. Wonder why? 10 years. Has several historic buildings, including an early 14th century parish church and the 1850s Corn Hall, which is still in use. Under Edward the Confessor, the King of England from 1042. This was part of the, anyway, folks can read all about that. Little story here. There's that Dis Town Hall in pink. Pink houses, as John Mellencamp used to say. We got a pink house or pink town hall in Dis. So pretty interesting town, pretty cool town, this. There we are, first round, Dis. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it the right way. Second round, Coastal Physiotherapy. the physio. We call physiotherapy. What would you call it? Physical therapy in the United States. PT. Two different words. Two separate words, I should say. Another interesting town with the Union Jack flying about all over the place here on this one. Pretty cool balcony here on a nice sunny day. Ooh, South Wold. Wait, have we been in this town? Have I been here? Frenton. Costa Coffee. This looks colonial here a little bit. The Girls Wardrobe, Costa. Pretty interesting town. Frenton Coastal Southwold. Alright. Looks like Frenton is the town. Greg's is the place to get your bacon or sausage roll. Listen, I really, that just sounds so appetizing. The other thing that sounds appetizing is this game will be uploaded on a Sunday. Sunday, the 26th of October, is the, I just can't, this time of year, maybe it's just the weather, are the Sunday roast dinners. It just looks really good. I gotta admit, like potatoes, meat, and veggies, and all that stuff. And then Yorkshire pudding, I see that. Is that like a pastry? Like I don't really understand it, right? I see it. Is there gravy in it? What's in that Yorkshire pudding? Frenton on Sea. Okay, so I think the sea was actually that way because it looked like it. So Frenton, let's just go Frenton. Well, do we do this or 20% off travel insurance? All right. Victoria Gardens retirement. Stop when the lights show. It's an interesting little like garden in the middle of the road. Clacton, Colchester. I think they're over here. There's Clacton, Colchester, and Frenton on Sea. Actually, this is a pretty cool. This part, starting to realize like this part of the UK is a nice area of the UK to visit. Norfolk, Suffolk, a lot of nice towns. Actually, there's a lot of nice towns everywhere. The little hut by the sea. All right. Let's go back. And what was this street here? The Summer Theater looking east on Harold Grove. There, so there's the Costa Coffee, the Bird and the Bean. And we are in Frenton for the second round. Frenton on Sea. Seaside town, the civil parish of Frenton and Walton in Essex, England. Population 4,951 and first appeared in 1086. The name may mean fenced-in or enclosed town or settlement. It's historically a small village. It's grown a little bit. There's the St. Mary's Church. Pretty cool looking church, that. Let's see if there's any other cool things. Seafront shelter. An overview, or aerial view, I should say, from above of Frenton. So there we are. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're here regular, continue to support the channel. Really appreciate it. If you could hit the like button, share this with your friends, and subscribe. A lot of great content to come. I see a lot of new visitors, a lot of new people to the channel. I want to eventually, American, get to these towns and explore, do vlogs, learn more about the local towns, the people in the towns, what makes the towns great. Yeah, so that's to come. Hopefully in the next, at least the goal in the next year. We've got Bosworth Trail, Ravenstone, and Miles. This is Miles. So Louis Bank. I know I said kilometers. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just used to doing the Finland games and kilometers and all that fun stuff. Belvoir, there's Fort Belvoir, I think, in Northern Virginia, which is like a military. Ooh, what is this? The bollards go down and the trains come through. Not anymore. Belvoir Road, Josiah Hinks, Central Chambers, Belvoir. This is Belvoir, England. Let's see, which way do I go? I'm gonna just go down this way, heading north. It's an interesting pub, the Snibstone New Inn, the A511 Whitwick. Okay. By the way, I've been drinking some tea. It's getting cooler here in the eastern part of the United States. Autumn, look at that. That's pretty cool. The Clock Tower. All right, let's focus here, A511. But in terms of tea, I don't drink coffee. So if it's a warm drink, I drink tea. I can't drink coffee. I like the smell, but I can't drink it for whatever reason, right? So I drink tea, but I get these berries of cork and Irish tea. Are there any good English teas that I could probably get in the United States? Because listen, I like tea. And the other thing is that Sunday roast it looks so good. I don't know where you can get a Sunday roast. We do like what we call pot roast and stuff like that here in the United States, but nothing to the quite like a Toby Carver or anything like that. But just looks good. I see stuff on X, people with their Sunday roast and stuff. So anyway, thinking about food, probably a little bit hungry when I'm doing this game. A511, I'm not sure this is the right way of doing it, folks, but Whitwick. All right. It's an interesting tower. Pretty cool. The Gifted Fox. East Midlands to the Easy Life. So here we are. Colville. Is this Colville? There's Whitwick. Maybe this is Colville. The Whitwick Road. Yeah, Belvoir Shopping Center. Where I see Colville. I saw Colville on one of these signs. Let me get back here. I know I saw. It's probably up here somewhere. Anyway, there's the Snibstone New Inn. We heard Jackson. The old, looks like an old rail had come through this town. What they do in the United States a lot with these old rails is they turn them into like bike paths or what we call rail trails, where they convert the old rails to bike paths, horse paths, whatever. So anyway, let's enough of that. Let's go look up Colville, the coal mines that no longer exist in the UK. Wow, Colville, pretty cool. All right, it's a town, a pretty large town for that matter, 37,661. It lies between Leicester and Burton-upon-Trent, close to junction 22 of the M1 motorway. It's a product of the Industrial Revolution. Its name indicates former coal mining town and is a center of the coal mining district of North Leicestershire. So there we go. Coalville. There's nothing more important in Coalville than coal, even though that doesn't exist anymore. Well, it exists, but the mining of it doesn't exist, I don't think, in the UK. I think it's done, right? William Stenson and George Stephenson. The railway probably doesn't need to come through because there's no coal to transport anymore. But a lot of history seems to be in this town. Town of the Industrial Revolution. If you've been to that town, Coalville, let us know. And here we are. Look at this. Look at this green bus. Lothian Country, only in cinemas on June 19th. Okay. The green bus. Turkish barbers. Stepford Podiatry. I like that's clever. I feel like we're like in Scotland. At least it feels that way. Yep, there's the Scottish flag. Broxburn Mini Market. Lothian. Lothian Country. Are we in the Low Country? Pepe's Piri Piri. The home of fresh flame grilled chicken. Sounds good. As you can tell, I'm pretty hungry right now. So, Iron Brew in Scotland. Gotta try that as well. Scott Mid. Alright. Broxburn, Lothian. So let's say we're Lothian. Are we in this area? I feel like we're south. There's Roxburgh. Roxborough. Peebles. Lockerbie. That's where that airplane, what was that? The Lockerbie, Scotland. It just stands out. It's that the heck was it? Like hijacking or something, right? In like the late 80s. All right. Gonna need to find a little more here. A little more. Go a little more on this. Poundland. Uphall A899. All right. Wow, this is I wasn't expecting this. I thought we were Lothian. Motherwell. Yeah, I'm not doing so well with the Scottish one, so I'm gonna have to continue on down the road, heading east. You know, I think of Scotland, I think of like mountains, hills, etc. And we've got what seems or feels to be like flat country here. The flatlands of Scotland, almost. All right, here's something up here. All right, Bathgate in Edinburgh. Sorry, I had to get a drink there. It's quite dry out. So, yeah, this is something else. Why I'm not getting this one here. Bathgate looking west. A8 Edinburgh heading to the east. Folks, I am really struggling with this one here. Oh, there's Broxburn. It's not that far away. Like I probably scrolled over it. Yeah, anyway, what an interesting one here. Broxburn. We were at East Main Street. Something I wouldn't think to get in the UK, Main Street. But here we are. And you just think of high streets, but anyway, the Green Tree Tavern. It's longer around than it needed to be in Broxburn. Brox, B-R-O-X, Burn. Come on. Why am I not doing that right? There we are. All right. West Lothian, Scotland, 12 miles from the west end of Edinburgh, 5 miles from the airport, and 5 miles to the north of Livingston. Originally a village known as East Strathrock in the medieval period, by 1600, the village became known as Broxburn. The area developed rapidly during the Victorian era. Shale oil extraction. So this one we got coal, shale oil. Interesting. Fuel. 15,970 is the population of Broxburn. And we are on to the fifth and final round of this British Town Center's number 30 here on hopefully it's a beautiful day in the UK whenever you watch this, or night or whatever, coming up to Halloween. If Halloween's a big deal or not, let us know. Here in the United States it is. It's to the point where people get crazy about it, which I guess I can understand for kids, but adults going crazy. It's like, all right, Goadsby. Wow, this is an interesting looking building on this. What happened here? What is this? This looks like they decided to put in a window. Then it's like, let's put a statue there. Let's just brick it over. That's what that's about. But we're at south and east. In the southeast, Steptoes, the grape tree. But like I said, this week we're going to have some more UK daily no move challenges. So if you've got any maps on GeoGuessr for me to play, let me know in the comments down below. Send me an email at alloverthemap23@gmail.com, or anything else. Just you want to say or say hi, feel free. Shazzles, Dazzles. It's an interesting looking building. Friths. All right. What town is this? Is it Fritz? No. The Royal Oak. We are in the, feels like maybe the countryside. They got rolling hills to the west. Bridport. The town of Bridport. So the cool thing about this map is we consistently are getting new towns that we haven't had before. And we got a new one, another new one. Ooh, Cornish pasties. So this is Cornwall. Bridport, Cornwall. All routes this way, past the White Lion. England's oldest family butchers, R.J. Balson and Sons. It does say Dorset, so we are not in Cornwall. So we're kind of out of here. Bridport. I think that's what it said. Oh, I saw it. I got it. Bridport. Not too far away from the coast. East Devon, maybe. J.D. Weatherspoons. So I see there's like a lot of, oh, don't do Weatherspoons. Don't go to Weatherspoons. Then I see people go to Weatherspoons. It's decent. It's cheap. You can get I'm between both. I like quality, but I also like cheap. Not cheap in the sense of it's a bad product. Cheap in the sense that, like, oh, I don't have to spend £7 for a pint of mediocre lager or beer. I can spend £4. I don't know. All right, we're at East and South, which is, I think, about here. The Hat Festival, Bridport, and there we are. So for a perfect score on this one, we'll take a look at Bridport. If you've been to any of these towns, let us know. It seems like another. So all these towns are very interesting to me. Every one of them unique in their own right. This is a market town in civil parish in Dorset, England. The River Brit. How about that? And population 13,569. What else do we have? Anything interesting? Oh, since Middle Ages, it's been associated with the production of ropes and nets. So it's the ropes and net town. And there it is, the town in 1960. The town hall that we've seen. Wow, look at those the Jurassic Cliffs. Wow, what a cool place. Yeah, so many things to see in the UK. And again, we get another great episode of fun, different, unique British town centers. So let me know how you did in this game. If you've been to any of these towns from up in Scotland, down all the way to Dorset. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the like button, share this with your friends. Until next time, cheers.